Are you aware of that? Last time when when I presented my story, it was 357 days. But today it's already 353 days until 2026. Well, that seems a lot, right? But if you think about how many weeks we have in the year and subtract that with number two, because, okay, if you have 54 weeks, 56 weeks, then just subtract by two. That's gonna probably mean something now, right? So basically, if you consider that you're gonna use these 352 days, if you haven't started to do something awesome for yourself. I used to be able to keep your New Year resolutions until now. What is it? What is your New Year resolutions? Many people talk about having healthy food. Many people talk about meditating every day, increase their meditation time, and maybe to start working on to be more organized, to be more punctual, or to learn something new, right? But that must be also measurable, because if you have resolutions that is not measurable, chances are that you will probably will not keep on keep up to that, because you can't measure them. It's like, I'm going to be a better person. And so how can you measure that being a better person? Are you getting better than yesterday? How to measure that? So a good resolution must be measurable. And you must actually be able to evaluate yourself, whether you're gonna, are you have been following them or not, okay? So I hope that you can still stick with your New Year resolutions. If not, the best time is not January 2026, but it's now. If you have not started on 1st of January 2025, the best time, the second best time is now. Because why are you going to wait for 353 days until you make another New Year resolutions? What if you make shorter resolutions, like the remaining of January, for example? We're going to have 2 more weeks in January. And if you consider to do something new, 2 weeks should be enough to make many awesome things, right? So hopefully you will consider not attending my stories because you were told to come, or because you need to meet some requirements, but you are here to really make changes for yourself. Because we here are here to learn more about the story of the mind, so that we understand more of ourselves. And when you understand more about yourself, then you are able to change yourself, and maybe to be inspiration for many people to follow, right? We kind of lack such person in many societies. Many people are following not the best role models. And we actually, human beings, we need role models to follow. If anyone follow any role models because they are famous, because they're pretty, because they do something weird, then eventually you will inherit their behaviors, and that might not necessarily be the best case. And if you follow any role model because you can see something good in them, they're doing something good, and now when you follow them, you kind of inherit their behaviors, their advices, their wisdoms, and those become yours. That's gonna be an awesome thing. The best is to be a role model that you appreciate yourself, and eventually many people will appreciate you. Okay, so I'm talking about this because we have many leaders from many countries and many cities as well, right? There are many African leaders. You are really inspirational because you want to do awesome thing for your community. You sacrifice and spend effort to create changes. And really, I feel very motivated by hearing what you have done in your countries, what you have done in your communities, and also the peace clubs. So now, one thing that we can talk about is to learn how to make resolutions. We've been talking about that whole January. We're going to talk a little bit more because this is still January, and the theme this month is making resolution. Like we will try to stick and keep whatever we promise to ourselves and stay with the resolution that we made no matter what. But let's make simple resolution first. For example, 1 week, for example, 2 weeks, for example, until the end of January. Otherwise, if you make too big resolution, we might not be able to accomplish and fulfill them because that requires more effort. We're going to talk about the conditions, how if you want to make bigger resolutions, what do you need to make sure that they are properly fulfilled? That comes after the meditation. So today we are going to meditate first. And wow, I can see that we have almost 50 people, and yeah, more. There are still more people joining. So we will begin first our meditation. One thing that I like to talk about meditation is, in fact, meditation is not just one single session. It should be seen as a journey. And this journey can span depending on the interesting point in time. For example, maybe you consider your journey to be 1 year long, or maybe for already few years, or maybe if you are in a retreat, that would be the time that you consider the whole journey from the starting point to the end. But in fact, it's not just one session. So chances are that sometimes one session, maybe you don't have the best meditation at that particular moment, but you still make some progress because progress should be considered as a journey. So it's like if you are into sport, for example, maybe you win several games, but some games you lose as well. Losing a game doesn't mean that you already lose a chance of winning a championship. You can still win a championship if you win more games, right? So if you keep losing so many games in a row, that's the problem. But if one is not particularly great, that doesn't represent that you're doing something wrong, okay? So don't worry if you stumble upon a sessions that maybe not desirable and doesn't give you the best result. But other than that, let's focus more on the way. If you make the way properly and follow the proper principle, and the principle is sati and sabai. Sati means to keep your mind with one particular technique. We use the breathing, we use the mantra, and we use visualization image. That's sati. Keep your mind with them, just one of them, in a sabai manner. Sabai means relaxingly, that you are able to maintain your awareness with that particular technique relaxingly. Okay, so now we are ready for our meditation. Let's begin our sessions, and then we will talk about more later on. All right, so prepare yourself for an inner peace time. And close your eyelids softly and gently. When you close your eyelids, don't close them too tightly. Just close them relaxingly. And breathe in and out softly and slowly a few times. Breathe in freshness and positive energy. And breathe out completely uncomfortable feelings from both body and mind. Continue breathing in and out for a while so that you feel a bit more relaxed. Now, spend a moment to relax all your muscles. Relax the muscles of your forehead. Relax the muscles on your face, your cheek, and your chin. An effective way to relax the facial muscles is to give yourself a little smile on your face. Just sit with a smile on your face. You naturally reduce and release facial tensions. Continue to relax the muscles of your neck and your shoulders, your arms and your hands, down to your fingertips. Relax the muscles of your torso, from your chest to your abdomen, your hips, your thighs, your knees, down to your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes, until you feel a bit more relaxed. And that's how we begin the inner journey. When the body is more relaxed, you are able to keep the mind with you. And how do we know whether the mind is with us. You may use your own breathing just by taking a few long, gentle, and deep breaths. Stay with the airflow. That is moving inside of your body. So that the mind doesn't think about something else. As we intend only to follow the awareness of the breath. Keep breathing in now. Keep following both inhalation and exhalation. And if you breathe a little slower and a little softer, it would be much easier to follow the breath, to continue staying with the airflow, and to keep bringing the mind back whenever the mind wanders, and it will, because the mind has been impure the whole day, the whole week. When you close your eyes, trying to stay with the breath, it will return to many other thoughts. So if that happens, you only need to keep bringing your mind back. No matter how many times it takes, keep doing that relaxingly. Do not feel frustrated or annoyed. All you have to do is returning to the breath as quickly as you can, as softly and naturally as you can. And if you are able to stay longer naturally with the breath, the mind is inside the body. and you will feel relatively lighter as all heavy thoughts and uncomfortable feelings are being released. When you feel relatively lighter, I would like you to attempt keeping the mind still at the center of the body. We have been following the breath moving inside. Now we like to keep our awareness at one particular location, the center of the body. I would like you to take a few more deep breaths. But this time you will follow the airflow to the deepest turning point. That is around the middle of your abdomen, where your in-breath turns out-breath. And if you adjust the way you breathe, the feeling that your breath touches the turning point, it's gonna be similar to a bird's feather floating down from the sky. And eventually touches the calm water surface without disturbing the calmness of the water surface. Observe the sensation at the center of the body repetitively as many times as you can. It's like we are tapping into the body center, the gateway to the inner journey. Continue to tap softly and gently. Don't worry much by exactly the center is. Doesn't have to be so precise. Anyway, we will not be able to find the absolute center until the mind becomes completely motionless. So at the moment, wherever you can maintain the stillness of your mind, motionlessly, just imagine that that point is already your center for now. We want to maintain the mind at one particular location for as long as we can. And once the mind begins to stay longer, you don't need to use the breathing anymore. Just breathe naturally. Or let the breathing happen automatically and shift your attention completely to the body center. And while the mind is at the body center, there might be distractions happening at any point. To minimize the distractions, and to assist with slowing down the speed of your thoughts, you may repeat a mantra For example, repeat in your mind, clear and bright, clear and bright, clear and bright. Or you might want to try another mantra. Samma Arahang, 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 Samma means the right way, and Arahang means the purest state of the mind. So all together, we are telling ourselves that we are on the right way to purify the mind. Samma Arahang, 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 Samma Arahang. Continue repeating the mantra silently. Imagine as if there is a wireless speaker playing the soothing mantra sound from within you. It's like you are listening to the sound that originates from the middle of your abdomen. Samma Arahang, 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 สัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหัง You might want to repeat the mantra on your own, and this will be more effective when you do it on your own, and that you do not just listen to my voice by feeling that the sound comes from within you, by keeping your attention at the source or the origin of the inner voice. Your mind staying at the body center, Samma Arahang, 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 Samma Arahang. Don't worry much about the present experience. As we try to focus more on getting the method right, and if you're doing it correctly, the present result doesn't matter at all. And doing it correctly means you try to be aware where the mind is and keep bringing it back to the body center relaxingly. So that the mind doesn't wander away from the center for too long. And if you have to keep bringing the mind back, that is also alright. Samma Arahang, 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 Samma Arahang. I want to additionally visualize an image. And this will be very supportive so that we can easily be aware where the mind is. First, we imagine that the body is empty. No bone, no muscles, no organ. Nothing inside the body. Nothing but the air. And inside of your body, within such an empty space, imagine that you lay down a meditation image to be still, such as a crystal ball, a bubble, the sun, the full moon, a water drop, or anything that is in a spherical form, easy to visualize, or just something round, something like a ball, something light. Just maintain such outline, such presence, and the image doesn't have to be clear and crisp, as the intention is just to make sure that the mind doesn't think about anything else. When the mind is yet to be completely motionless, keep coming back to the meditation image. Will guarantee that the mind can stay inside, that the mind doesn't think about anything else. And this is also measurable. So let's try to see how long you can keep the mind with you. How relaxingly you can bring it back when it wanders. You may also repeat the mantra at the same time. Repeat the mantra and visualize one particular image. Samma Arahang สัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหัง Continue. Observe these methods until the mind becomes still. The longer the mind is still at the center, the more peace energy you can absorb. And we want to absorb as much peace energy as we can. Only possible for the mind that can stay still. At the body center, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. I will leave you to stay on your own for a moment. หังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหัง Imagine that an amount of collected peace energy is expanding in all directions, so it covers yourself, covers everyone around you, starting from your room, your floor, your house, the whole neighborhood, and you are sharing this peace energy to everyone there. Equally and unconditionally. Doesn't matter who they are. May all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. May all of them feel the peace energy you are sharing. Continue to spread the peace energy to everyone in your country, the surrounding countries, the whole continent, and finally the whole world. Spread your love, your kindness to people from all nations, from all walks of life. Doesn't matter who they are, what they do, where they live. May all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. May all of them feel the peace energy you are sharing. Also, you can share this peace energy with people you care about, people close to you, by imagining their faces in your center one by one, whether they be your parents, your colleagues, your friends, your loved ones, your family, your relatives. May all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. May all of them feel the peace energy you are sharing. Continue to spread the peace energy. And finally, you can make some wishes for yourself with the peace energy. All the good wishes will be attracted to you. And when your mind is clear, everything you wish for will become a clear projection in your life. So you may wish for good health, longevity, happiness, and peace of mind. That your wishes be fulfilled, all your dreams become true. You're protected from all kinds of dangers. The blessing comes from you and be fulfilled by you and your peace energy. And now our meditation is coming to an end. You may take a deep breath in and out a few times. Breathe in and out, long, softly, slowly. Feel the environment, everyone and everything around you. And once you feel you're ready, you may softly, slowly open your eyes while listening to my blessing. Sapphe Buddha Palappata Pajjekanan Palang Arahantanan Te Sedrakam Pantami Sappaso Tetarata Sukita Virunha Buddha Sasane Aroka Sukita Hota Saha Sapphe Hiyadipi Sappaputta Nupavena Sappatama Nupavena Sappasangha Nupavena Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. May all your wishes be fulfilled. Sapphe Purentu Sankappa. All of your dreams become true. Janto Panaraso Yatha. Like the full moon in the night sky. Mani Shoti Raso Yatha. Or similar to a flawless crystal sphere. Now you may open your eyes and maybe you can open your camera, right? So what about showing your face, your smile? And of course, when you switch on your camera, it must be great with a smile on your face. I see many familiar faces. Many today. We have, for example, Johnson from Congo and Alier and Sierra Leone and Maggie Mark. Okay, welcome. Vanessa, welcome. And what about Bibo Talk, for example, and Sandra Gomez. Okay, so while we are waiting for people to wake up, no, for them to come back from the deep meditation. Okay. You can warm your smile, or maybe you can smile the whole period, because it's good to smile, right? Is there any bad thing about smiling? Will that bring you some extra wrinkles on your face? I'm not sure, but I don't think so. I think the more you smile, the better you are, and the happier you can genuinely create for yourself. So thank you very much. And now it's time to share what about your meditation experience today, you can write in the comments box. Okay. Um, More wrinkles with unhappy tense facial muscles. Or is that your meditation today? Hopefully, um, you manage to remove some of the heavy stuff from the mind. Okay, so today I will wait to read your comment. Let me talk about one thing. We have from Moses. Moses. It was amazing meditation session. Marky Mark said thank you, and Johnson thank you as well. Okay, and he had wonderful inner peace time. Okay, and questions like if I meditate at the right time, will that prevent from sleeping? It depends because sometimes some people prefer to have the room a little bit dim or maybe darker. That depends on your preference. But when you do it together with many people, probably you have to like follow what majority prefer. But if you do it on your own, of course, you can have the bright light. Will that prevent you from sleeping? No, I don't think so. Uh, if you have a lot of impurities in the mind, you fall asleep anyway. So I think that one of the major reason why people fall asleep in the meditation is the impurities in their mind, and that they need to clean. So if that's more, then no matter how prepared you are, you can light 1,000 candles, you can meditate in the brightest light, you're gonna sleep anyway. Um, Johnson said, I feel released and lighter. That's great for you. And Elsa Marine, greeting. And maybe she has good meditation. Diana Ilumar, I felt deeply free now because I've been deeply sad for a few hours, but meditation was wonderful. Very happy for you. Maggie Mark, my meditation session was a little mixed. My leg went numb and I have to move it. Knock off a glass of water, managed to reset, and finally get somewhere peaceful. Right. That's good. Not bad. Although you might have to clean the water, right? Bibo Talk, listen to the voice help, and it's junior member. Right. So I'm very happy to see that it's not only you, but you also bring some of the junior members of your peace club to come here as well. And Limar, the meditation was relaxing for me. Okay. Sabo Vale, thanks so much. It was that was what I needed to unwind. My day has been stressful. My meditation exercise is just what I needed to relax and recharge me up for the day. And Stella, I feel great. And Vincent, thanks for the sessions. Markinde, and I really enjoyed it. I was very relaxed. The mantra helped me to be relaxed. Aditya Chu, it was truly calming and insightful. Seka Sise, and today meditation together with a monk, I feel so by. I see myself in the flower garden, see different colors, wonderful butterfly around. It was peaceful. Okay, Vincent, peaceful moment. Ernest, thanks for the sessions. I had relaxed my mind and brought back my thoughts. Okay, Sion, I feel so light, like everything and every of my unnecessary thinking has left my mind. That's great and be more clear and relaxing. Augustine, the session was blissful as always. I had a unique experience today due to practice at office for the first time. It was truly refreshing despite the rowdy experience. Okay, Jerry, the session was amazing. I feel relaxed. Okay, that's great. Odunayo, I have a great meditation time. I've been stressful day at hospital, but after meditating, I was able to relax and brought me back to the center. And Ovari, it was nice healing for me. Moses, The meditation sessions was another medium to refresh the state of my mind. It has unsettling mind before I get into meditation sessions. And now I feel calm and clear now. Tender voice make it more calming. All right, thank you. Madeo, I feel fresh and relaxed. Okay, seems that many had good sessions. All right. The thing about meditating in the night and you are unable to sleep, well, I'm not really sure if you go to sleep right away because sometimes when you have good meditation, you open your system. Maybe you go to work or you try, like kind of get back some impurities. If you meditate well and then you sleep right away, I guess you should be able to easily fall asleep, but sometimes you can also got prevented to sleep because you are yet to reach the purest state. So if you are unable to sleep, maybe you can continue to meditate a little longer, and that can probably give you some insight of how pure or how clean the mind could reach in the night. Okay. All right, so we've been talking about resolutions. We've been talking about this concept called adhitthana, which can mean different things. For example, making decisions, goal setting, promising, making a vow, making a commitment and goal, and wishing. And all of these actually are very, very connected in a way that you need to have one visualized image in mind. Can you visualize too? Well, it would be more effective when you visualize one thing in one subject. For example, if you want to choose a career and you visualize, yeah, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be an engineer, I'm going to be a singer, I'm going to be a pilot. And you visualize 4 careers, that's not going to be effective. You need to have one single determined visualized image what you're gonna end up being a monk. No, I mean, like yeah, anything, but just one, not two, right? And then you're gonna work your way towards that without losing your belief that you can become uh, you can you can become that person in the future. Okay, if that is the case, that's visualization. That's how you set up your goal, how you visualize yourself in the future, and how you believe that it's still possible. How often do we need to visualize? The answer is every single day, because this is going to confirm to you that you are still interested in walking towards that particular goal and not to the other thing. And if you walk towards that goal and somehow you don't have that visualized image anymore, you start to visualize yourself doing other things, then you probably have to consider changing your goal or something like that. But changing goal very often isn't good, because the more often you change, the more the less truthful to you are to yourself. And unless you are ready to visualize, don't do it. If you are not ready and you keep saying something that I'm going to do this, but you never do it, you're breaking your own truthfulness. And breaking truthfulness, well, that is not going to be good for the mind at all, because the mind, or sometimes we call wisdoms, in a dharma, for example, they are actually belong to the same direction. They need truthfulness as the element of the truth, which means that if you're truthful and you meditate, your mind can easily find stillness because of such nature. Okay, so if you're ready to visualize, you visualize, your mind becomes stronger. But if you say something, you don't do it, if you say something to others and you don't do it, they will look at you and say, hey, he doesn't give you his own word, right? Then that is not great. So this visualization is gonna be more or less long-term commitment. And this long-term should begin from shorter long-term. For example, if you never kind of make a New Year resolution before that you're gonna do that for the whole year, maybe you start with January 1st. if you make a resolution for like 1 year, it's like you add a very heavy weight on your shoulders. Sometimes it's too heavy, and if it's too huge and you are unable to comply with it, you break it, and maybe 1 year at a time. Last year you break it, this year you break it again, next year you're gonna break it again. That's gonna make the mind suffer. So I wouldn't recommend anyone who are not ready to make long-term um, visualization. But if you can, then you likely to get yourself closer to the visualized image, provided that there are two things. First, you visualize, your mind is so clear, you totally believe that reaching your future self is possible. Second, you have peace energy. These two together. And that's perhaps why people make this gesture when they visualize or they pray. That's how these two elements are pretty much needed. You're going to need not only your visualized image, but you need peace energy to attract to you, because that's how they work. You visualize image will be attracted to you, but what will attract the visualized image? That's the energy that you have in yourself. If you visualize, but you don't have image, it's gonna be like you have a map, but somehow your vehicle is not very effective. You have an old car and you're gonna try to drive that to your destination. Maybe the car is gonna be, gonna break along the way and you're not gonna be able to reach the destination. You need to have a better car. But if you have a good car, but you don't have direction, you don't visualize anything, maybe you go and you randomly end up in a certain place, which is probably not where you want. So you need to have both. You need to have good car, you need to have direction. That's how you're gonna move toward the destination very fast. And last time we also say that you should not visualize failure. Sometimes people kind of have anxiety and they have like a bad images in the mind that or this bad thing will happen to me. That's how you are visualizing failure. And if you visualize failure, you have negative energy, you have worries, all the stuff will be attracted to you, which means, okay, yeah, maybe you're facing difficulties, but you should visualize and have a positive mindset that things would be better. Because if you are having tough time and you visualize yourself that, oh, by the end of the year it's going to be even worse, maybe it's going to be that worse. Yeah, but that's what we not suggest you to do. Okay, so no matter how tough the situation is, have a little hope that it's going to be better. So instead of, okay, emphasizing the fact that you are having a hard time, visualize good image that it's going to be better, it's going to be awesome, and try to add more peace energy so that attraction will come true. All right, so we should not have clouded mind for the visualization, and the mind, if it is not at the center, then your visualized image is not going to be the clearest. So the best case is normally what we do is we meditate and visualize at the end of it. So before you finish your meditation, when your mind is clearest, like today, or even now, because you haven't actually contaminated your mind, right? So you can visualize something and maybe think about how that will come true. They totally believe in it and have the willingness that it is possible. Okay, so visualize and then you add the peace energy. Okay, so how we can make our wishes come true? First, you need to have enough peace energy. For example, if you want to get a good job, you probably need to have a degree, right? Okay, these days, this is not needed. But you need to actually prove to your employers that you're competent to take the job, right? If you have some certificate, if you have some testimonial or showcases or reuse, then you can show to people that you are capable of taking the job. Then they will give you the job, and then you will have the career or the job that you want, right? Or sometimes that depends on how much certificate you have or how good they are. If you have certificate from, like, I'm talking about old days, like good university, but still possible these days, right? You have a good university certificate, wherever you apply for the job, they will get you easier, right? That's similar to having enough peace energy. Having enough peace energy is like you have enough credit. Whatever you visualize for, you're likely to be awesome. And that's also indicates that this peace energy doesn't come from the air, doesn't come from nowhere, but comes from you. You have to create it yourself. And if you want to achieve, big success or maybe big dream, and your visualized image is so huge, whether, for example, you're gonna be winning a gold medal Olympic, and if you want to win a race, a sprint, in a nearby household or maybe local city-wide competition, yeah, and that's going to be much easier than winning Olympic gold medal, right? So if you want to compete in the international level, you have to try very hard. You have to work very hard. You need to have enough support, right? They even need to hire professional coaches, and that costs a lot. So it's the same. If you want to have big dreams accomplished, but you work nothing at all, that will not be possible. So if you want your wish to become true, you need to have enough peace energy. We will talk more next time. What is considered peace energy and how you can cultivate it, and how enough is enough or not enough is not enough, okay? And if you keep repeating your visualization, say every day, that confirms that you believe that you're working your ways towards that. So how often you should visualize? Well, every day, if possible. Repeat the same image in your mind and make a wish that whatever piece of you, no matter how much you have, you're gonna kind of invest in that goal, in that visualized image. Okay, so that will be attracted to you. And then you need enough time, because it takes time for things to unfold, and it takes time for this visualized image to come to you. Whether it's gonna come with very fast, like Shitar running to you, or a turtle running to you, that takes time to attract. And that usually depends on the amount of peace energy you have. If you have a lot of peace energy, then the visualized image will be attracted to you with the speed of a Shitar. That's pretty quick, right? Or if you don't like Shitar, maybe you can compare with vehicle. Like instead of just motorcycle, then now you have a rocket, or you have a jet airplane, or something that is very, very fast. Could be sonic speed and so on. But I also put a note here, wishes should be positive, because you can have negative wishes as well. You can visualize yourself doing bad things, and well, that can happen. Like, say if you visualize yourself, like, oh, you're gonna win gambling, or maybe you're gonna own a casino, or you're gonna do a black or dark business or something like that. Yeah, if you kind of visualize that and you have peace energy, that might come true. But because that could be attracted to you as well, okay? But that will leave negative consequences later on, which we wouldn't suggest to visualize like that. And sometimes to make wishes come true, you can make wishes together. If you belong to a company, for example, and now your company is pitching for a project, and you are the only one in the company who believes that it's going to be possible. It's not going to be possible, right? Because other people don't believe. So the best is just to have everyone have the same belief that reaching there is possible. If you belong to the same peace club, for example, and now you're going to pitch so that you can do some activities in your city, and now your mayor will come to join the activities as well. And only one member believe, but even the president doesn't believe, or majority of the members do not believe. Well, not easy, I would say. So whatever you are working on, if it's huge, the goal is big, you need more peace energy. And peace energy comes from you and comes from people in the team. So if people actually work together and visualize together, yeah, that's how we might end up having a successful goal. And this may explain if world peace is possible, if we make a wish that, oh, we want the world to be better. And but it's the global level, right? It's like the world, international level, world peace. Well, that requires a lot of peace energy. That requires a lot of people. What about 1 million? Maybe that's enough. Yeah, why not, right? Okay, so now we have more questions and more sharing. Vanessa says, do we need to revisit the past, creating objects, documents, immerse moving out boxes? Emotionally, it's pretty heavy, it's really needed. I would say that maybe you should begin with things that you normally use, but if you can do big cleaning sometimes, it helps very much with letting go. So things that you don't need, eventually you might consider tossing them away. And if you can, then you can let go better. But not now unless you're ready to do that. How can I reduce tensions in my back every time I meditate? I have to reset many times and try to change my position, but that didn't help. Well, if you have pain in your body, I would suggest to consult physicians or medical doctors because you cannot, I cannot help you, okay? Your pain in the back, maybe it comes from sitting not in a proper position or proper posture or anything. Maybe asking a physician's could help. But if it happens only when you meditate, maybe you do that incorrectly. You do that forcefully. You try kind of keeping your mind at the center. You try to force your mind here, and you do not do that relaxingly, because if you do not relaxingly, your muscles should not be contracted. So if your muscles is contracted and that leads to back pain, I'll suggest to relax a little bit more. But if the back pain happens all the times, not only when you meditate, and usually that's the case, but you don't notice that because, you know, when you work, your mind is something else, your mind is not with your back, sometimes it hurts, and you don't notice that. So make sure that you exercise, because healthy body is gonna make many pains disappear. Okay, Isaiah, the meditation was good. I felt more calm. And Jordan, Iman, thanks for relaxing sessions. And Salmon, I felt deep sense of compassion. It's like I was floating. I couldn't feel my body at all. That's great. That's great. And it's very rewarding for me to hear and read. It actually cleans and make my eyes pleasant and very, very happy to read them. Open Meeple, despite being frustrated, dealing with distractions, I managed to focus my meditation and quiet my mind. I must say that I had a great time meditating. That's great for you. I'm very happy to read that. Hassan, and it helped us to find relaxation and for our bodies to cool down. Okay, very good. And Precious, I was able to bring my mind to the center and be more clear in what I need for the successful day. Okay, Marky Mark. I need to go. Okay, thank you. For my people, I need so clear-headed and focused. Okay, and okay, I started the session. Oh, they're two open people. All right, so that I was confused a little bit. Is that two people? I started meditation with breathing technique. I also use mantra. That's great. And then we have one more, Matali. Being one in this journey, like being new in this journey, is great time, great mind opener, and how to focus my mind. Okay, all right. So thank you very much, everyone, for today. And yeah, it has been awesome, and I think that should be it. And I see you again on Thursday. Okay. Okay. So bye for today, I guess. So bye, and bye Bettina, DJ Botox, and Elsa Marine, and Brasa Peace Club, Vanessa, and Manish, and Harry Kivel, and Diana Ilumar, and Johnson, and Hazel Ho, and Halimar, the Diran, Faneri, Sion, Ise Lagos Peace Club, Daniel, and Aditya Chu, we will talk. July 1, Christine Thompson, Lagos, Salmon, Jesse, Miriam, and Sabo Vale, Seka Sisses, Ovari, Mardel, Pani, June, Frankie Liu, Uche, Udonsi, Aneta, Makinde, Evariste, and Antisua, Lima, Open Meeple, Moses, and another Open Meeple. Okay, Ernest, Sam Fang, Angelina Bay, Ukwu, Esther, and Bemi Solar, Shipa, Isaac Ovari Peace Club, Precious, Oluwajoba, and Tuvalase, Tovali, Tolani, Adeoye, Makinde, Sana Gomez, and M. Tali, Jerry, Hassan Rice, Nandrianda, Oluwalova, Stella, okay, Jordan Iman, and Oluwa Pami Relin. Okay. Sorry for my pronunciations, but I'm learning all the Nigerian names. They're nice. I think I will remember them very soon, all of them. Okay, bye for today. See you next Thursday.